This is the plaintiff, Vincent Ferrara. He says he sold a car to the defendant and his girlfriend, who he knew since they were kids, and they're trying to stiff him. He even offered to let them pay it off in weekly installments. They're refusing. That's why he's suing for the $1,210 he's owed. This is the defendant, William Miller. He says the plaintiff was going through a rough patch in his marriage and lived with him for a while. He made all the payments on the car while the plaintiff lived on his couch watching cartoons all day for 3 months. This lawsuit's nothing more than a desperate attempt by a desperate man in need of money. And the judge will definitely be ruling against him today. He's accused of copping out on a car.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff sold the car to the defendant and says the guy and his girlfriend are stiffing him, but the defendant says he made all the payments and the plaintiff was a freeloader at his home. It's the case of take a load off.
Okay, Vincent Ferrara, you are suing William Miller, your former good friend, for $1,210 that you say he still owes you on the balance of a car he bought plus a speeding ticket. What's going on?
Yes, back in September of last year, maybe the second week in September, I moved in with Will and his girlfriend. And
Why?
Why? Because I was going through a separation with my wife, and I needed a place to live, and his girlfriend had said to me that I could stay with them. So I was like, okay, I'll stay. She charged me $50 a week, and I said, no problem, I'll pay, whatever.
And how did you know them?
I know his girlfriend, the defendant's girlfriend, all my life, about 25 years.
Okay.
And so what happened was I was living there, I was working, and I had a work vehicle, and Will was working in...
What do you mean by a work vehicle?
I was using the work van as my personal car as a work also.
Okay.
So, my car was just sitting there, and Will and his girlfriend only had one car. She would work or whatever, needed her Jeep. So I let him, kindness of my heart, I let him use my car for 3 weeks.
Kindness, okay. I assume gratitude, too, for the couch surfing, but go ahead.
Right, so I let him use my car for 3 weeks, and then the conversations picked up more about them buying my car. I said, all right, no problem. I said, listen, all right, I want $2,500 for my car. Will agreed to that, and he said, I'll pay you $200 a week. I said, little $200 a week is a little too much, so I told him $150.
Okay, hold on one second. Do you have anything in writing or any texts or emails that would prove that it was $2,500 and not $2,000?
No, I don't. No,
Okay, go on.
That I don't have. Like I said, he agreed to $2,500. He told me he'll pay me $200 a week. I said, no, let's do $150 because, that would be $800 a month, and he was paying all the bills in the house. So I was like, $150. He goes, no problem. So, weeks went by, he would pay me $150 while I was living there.
And then were you also paying back $50?
Yes, exactly.
And what do you say to that? He says you were giving him $150 and he was handing you back $50. Is that incorrect?
No, that's not how it went.
Did he hand you $50 a week? Do you have any receipts for all the 50s that you say you paid back that he says, no, he didn't?
No, I don't have receipts. No, I don't. No. But I do have a text message stating that it was $150, and then he says back to me in a text stating that, it went back to $200.
Who are you paying the $50 to, and why don't you have any evidence of paying the $50?
I was, like I said, I was the roommate.
Because one of you is a bull-faced liar. You either were paying $50 back, like he was handing you $150, and then you would count out $50 and hand it right back to him, like you're saying, or you didn't do that, and the $150 he was paying you should count for $200 because you owe $50 for rent. That's what I'm. So
right.
I'm kind of like lost why it is that there wouldn't be a better record keeping about this. Where's the girlfriend?
She's at work.
She didn't feel like coming?
She wasn't. This is between me and him, not her.
Not really. Because I would know, see, right now, if she was standing there, here's what I would ask her. Did he hand you $50? And then she would buttress your testimony, right? Or she would buttress his and say, yeah, he would actually pay back, and then I could learn something because you can't both be right. One of you is a liar.
The defendant saying, I paid the money, but there's no proof he paid the money. Does he have to pay even if he did, does he have to pay again now?
Yeah, because they can't prove it, especially in court.
Is somebody's word ever good enough without backup proof, receipts, and whatnot?
Not all the time.
Is it ever enough?
No.
So this guy's going to have to pay again, even though he may have paid once.
He may have paid, but there's no receipt to show that he did, so there's no proof, so.
There's a good lesson in this, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, going inside the courtroom.
So now, what is your position on this? You paid him everything you owe?
He already said I made 8 to 10 payments, so at 8 to 10 payments
No, but
at
what is your
$200 is
position?
$2,000.
How much do you say you paid him?
Zero. I paid him $2,000. I don't owe him a thing. He just said it.
No, he didn't. He didn't
As
say
far as
like
I'm
the way you're
concerned, it's
saying.
paid off.
But in any event, here's what I'm more interested in. Do you have your cell phone with all the texts?
Yes, I do.
May I see it?
Yes.
Do you have? Do you keep the text?
No,
or
and
you
the,
get rid of
the text that he has said that it went from 150 to 200, which is what I said.
What are you mad at?
I'm not mad.
You got kind of an edge.
Well, I'm a little upset I had to miss work today over this when I don't know him a thing.
Okay, but were you friends with him?
Yes, at the time, until this happened.
The last payment you said was when? Third week in December?
I believe so, yes, either second or the third week.
Did you pay anything in January or February?
No.
Because according to you, you don't know anything. You've already paid it off.
Yeah.
So why are there 1,000 emails in January from you to him saying, yeah, cuz I'll hit you up as soon as I get out of work. I'll be by there. Then him saying, why didn't you come by? Did you forget me? Oh man, I'm so sorry. My mom's in the hospital. I'm really stressed out. I'll pay you your payments. I just less, and then the next day you also don't go, and then you say to him, oh, sorry, my boss isn't paying me. Again, bro, I'm sorry I didn't call you yesterday, but you know what was up. I got so much blank going on. I'm stressed out beyond belief. The blanking kids blanking a snapping out yesterday. I blanking locked them in the room. I ripped the TVs off the wall. I'm telling you, bro, it's been blanking psychotic for me lately. I got so much going on, I can't keep my blanking head straight. But I'll be over tomorrow regardless. But he didn't come over tomorrow. No. And then there's more and more. So if you paid it off, why do you spend months saying you will go by and pay it off? And then he texts you, do you know how much you owe me? Because I know, but I want to make sure you know. And then he says it's $1,350, but you helped me move, so I'm going to take $100 off of that, so it's $1,250. And your response isn't, what are you, out of your mind? I owe you $0. Your response is, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'll get paid next Monday, blah, 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 blah. Why would those be your responses if you don't owe him money?
At the time, I don't know what day that was, what time it was.
I'll tell you exactly what I do.
Okay,
it's
it
January.
doesn't matter because I have no record of the payments. I have nothing written down. He has nothing
Whose
written
fault
down.
is that?
It's both of our faults. He can't prove I owe him anything.
Well, I don't know. This is kind of really good proof.
Well, how do you know?
Texts.
I paid him after that then. After them dates, I paid him. Prove that I didn't.
I don't need to prove it.
You know?
No, you need to prove it.
Okay,
and if you don't want to prove it, or if you cannot prove it, my job becomes infinitely easier.
Say no more.
Infinitely easier.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't believe you if your tongue came notarized.
That's
you
good.
are standing here looking me right in the eye, telling me that never happened. I was paid off. He's got nothing in writing. I paid him off. And then I see months of text where you're excuse after excuse after excuse. You're suing for a traffic ticket. What traffic ticket?
The ticket, while I let him use my car for 3 weeks, he had gotten a traffic ticket, not a speeding ticket. I got the ticket with me here. And on it says a traffic device control or whatever.
Let me see it.
Well, if he got the ticket in the mail in his name, how can he prove I was driving the car at the time? Because he was still driving the car at the same time.
Let's see.
That's it right there. On a Saturday, 11/15/2014 at 7:35 in the morning.
Well, that's how he's going to prove that it was you because you're the guy who's driving it then, right?
He was driving it also.
Your Honor, he worked in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's where it was.
That, and I can't believe anything he says because he's like, all right, then I paid him after, you know?
Okay.
Pay the man. Verdict for the plaintiff in the amount of the $1,210.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, the defendant has lost his case. Be paying for this thing. What's your reaction coming out?
At least it's over with. I'm just glad it's done and over with.
Yeah. What else?
That's about it.
Yeah, you reached out and did a nice thing for him when he was in need, right?
Yeah, he did a nice thing for me too. I'm just sorry that it worked out this way.
All right. And so you two.
He's a good guy. There's nothing. There's no bad blood. I'm just happy it's over with.
So how come you didn't pay him?
Well, because we had a dispute and I figured we were paid, and now this is where we're at. So.
All right. Back to being best buddies again now?
No, definitely not.
No. All right. Right then this way, yeah. All right, sir. So What's your feeling on your side of things here?
My feelings went my way. I'm glad it did. You know, I'm sorry it had to come to this, and you know, so I'm just glad it worked out in my favor.
Do you feel like you lost a good friend here?
I just met him. I met him last year. I just known him maybe 3 months before I even sold my car to him.
Right.
His girlfriend I knew for 25 years.
Where's she? You two still friends?
No.
You and the girlfriend, 25-year friendship?
I'm sorry to say, it ended because she got involved with the whole car issue, and she don't want to talk to me.
And she's on his side.
Obviously, yes.
Harvey?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, it seems so obvious. Never, you see, never pay somebody without getting a receipt or something verifying like an email. You know, a lot of times people say, well, I don't really need it because everything's okay between us. Everybody always does transactions when things are okay. Things happen afterwards where it's not okay, and you have to protect yourself. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.